Do you suspect your girlfriend might be cheating on you? This is a stressful thought that has the potential to haunt countless people around the world. These suspicions can eat away at your peace of mind, creating a cloud of doubt and uncertainty that permeates your everyday life. But don't worry, because this video is crafted just for you. It is to serve as a guiding light, leading you through the confusing maze of uncertainty and suspicion. Trust is undeniably the cornerstone of any successful relationship. It is a silent agreement, a pact between two hearts that promises honesty, transparency, and loyalty. However, when this trust is jeopardized, it can send ripples through the very fabric of your relationship, shaking it at its core. It's crucial then, not to let it simmer, not to let it corrode your relationship from the inside out. It becomes imperative to seek clarity, to look for signs that might indicate that this bond of trust may have been fractured. Today we are going on a journey, seeking the truth amidst the chaos of distrust. We'll be exploring not one, not two, but 10 potential signs of infidelity that may suggest a breach of trust. These signs will help you understand if your suspicions hold any water, or if it's just the demon of doubt playing tricks on your mind. So, brace yourself, and stay tuned as we delve deep into these signs, dissecting them one by one. Starting at number 10, a change in communication patterns. This could be a sudden increase or decrease in the frequency of your conversations. Maybe you used to text throughout the day, and now it's just a good morning and good night. Or perhaps it's the other way around and she's suddenly bombarding you with messages. The tone of your conversations might also shift. If she's generally warm and engaging but now seems cold and distant or overly enthusiastic, it might be worth looking into why. It's important to remember that this could be due to a variety of reasons, such as stress or personal issues, so keep an open mind. Moving on to number 9, secrecy and guarded behavior. If you notice your partner becoming more secretive, it might raise an eyebrow. She might guard her phone or computer more than usual, or get defensive when you approach her while she's using them. She might also become hesitant to share details about her day or about the people she's been with. Again, it's important to approach this with caution and understanding. Everyone deserves their privacy, and it's crucial to respect that. However, if this behavior is out of character and sustained, it could be a sign of infidelity. Lastly, at number 8, we have emotional distance. This is a little trickier to pinpoint, as it's more about a feeling than concrete actions. You might notice a lack of intimacy or feel like she's pulling away emotionally. Maybe she's not as interested in your day, or doesn't seem to engage in deep conversations anymore. This could be a sign of emotional detachment, which sometimes accompanies cheating. However, emotional distance can also be a symptom of other issues like depression or personal stress. So, it's essential to approach this with sensitivity and care. These are subtle yet noticeable changes. Let's move on to the next signs. Moving on to number 7, unexplained absences. If your partner frequently disappears without a reasonable explanation, and especially if these absences occur during times when they are usually available, it might raise a red flag. For instance, if your girlfriend used to spend her Saturdays with you and suddenly starts having urgent errands every weekend, it could be a sign of infidelity. However, it's important to remember that everyone needs personal space and time for themselves. So, this sign alone shouldn't be a cause for alarm, but combined with others, it might be a concern. Coming in at number 6, we have a change in appearance. Now, everyone likes to switch things up now and then, but if your partner suddenly makes drastic changes to their appearance, it could be a sign of something more. Perhaps she's started spending more time at the gym, wearing more makeup, or has a new wardrobe that's noticeably different from her usual style. These changes could indicate that she's trying to impress someone else. But let's not jump to conclusions just yet. People change their appearance for a myriad of reasons, and it doesn't necessarily mean they're cheating. It's all about context. And at number 5, we have defensive behavior. If your partner becomes defensive or uncomfortable when you initiate conversations about your relationship, it might suggest that they're hiding something. This could manifest as a reluctance to engage in serious discussions, or a tendency to divert conversations to less contentious topics. For example, if you notice that your girlfriend gets unusually defensive when you ask about her new group of friends or her recent activities, it might be a sign of guilt or discomfort. But remember, communication is key in any relationship. It's important to approach these conversations with care and understanding rather than suspicion and accusation. These signs might make you raise an eyebrow, but there's more. At number 4, we have a lack of interest in intimacy. This sign can be a bit tricky, as it's normal for the level of intimacy to fluctuate in any relationship. However, If you notice a consistent decline in your partner's interest in physical closeness, or a sudden, unexplained change in their sexual preferences, it could be a sign of emotional detachment. It could be that they are investing their emotional energy elsewhere. This sign is particularly poignant, as intimacy is often a barometer of relationship health. Now remember, it's important not to jump to conclusions based on this sign alone. There could be numerous reasons for a decrease in intimacy, including stress, health issues, or emotional struggles. It's crucial to communicate openly about any changes you notice and to understand their source before drawing conclusions. Moving on to the third sign, we have unexplained expenses. Financial transparency is a cornerstone of trust in a relationship. If you start to notice unexplained or unusually high expenses on credit card statements, it might warrant further investigation. These could be charges for romantic dinners, gifts, or even hotel rooms that you weren't a part of. Again, it's essential to tread carefully here. There could be a perfectly innocent explanation for these expenses. Perhaps your partner is planning a surprise for you or has made purchases for personal reasons they're not ready to share. It's always better to approach the situation with understanding and openness rather than accusations. However, if these expenses are coupled with other signs we've discussed, such as emotional distance, changes in appearance, or unexplained absences, they might form a pattern that points towards infidelity. These are indeed serious signs. It's important to remember that these are potential indications and not definitive proof. The key is to maintain open, honest communication with your partner about any concerns you have. In the next segment, we'll explore the last two signs that might suggest your partner is cheating. Let's look at the last two. Number 2 on our list is being overly protective of devices. You may have noticed a sudden need for privacy regarding electronic devices like phones and laptops. This can be suspicious. For instance, if your partner is now shielding their phone screen from you, or if they're taking phone calls in private when they didn't used to, this could indicate that they're trying to hide something. It's also worth noting if they've recently changed their passwords, or if they're suddenly deleting their browsing history. The last sign, number 1 on our list, is a change in social patterns. If your partner starts spending more time away from home or with a new group of friends, it may be worth exploring. This doesn't just mean physically being away, but also being emotionally distant. For instance, if they seem distracted during conversations or if they're less interested in doing things together that you both used to enjoy. This could be because they're investing their time and energy somewhere else. Again, these are potential signs and might not necessarily mean your partner is cheating. It's important to remember that open communication is key in any relationship. If you notice these signs, it may be worth discussing your concerns with your partner in a non-accusatory way. These are the top signs that your girlfriend might be cheating. But remember, these are just possible signs. And that wraps up our list of the top 10 signs your girlfriend might be cheating. From changes in communication and social patterns, to unexplained absences and expenses, these signs could indicate some issues. But remember, these are potential signs, not definitive proof. It's always best to communicate openly with your partner. Don't jump to conclusions, but do pay attention. Subscribe and like for more self-improvement and alpha tips. Stay tuned for more.